What's up? What's up? It's time for Done Way Past Funny with your host, G.D. Fenderson. Join us as we take a look back at the early works of seasoned comedians before they were seasoned with this week's guest, Josh Dweh. It's time to get down and get dope with Done Way Past Funny. Hi, I'm G.D. Fenderson, certified forensic humorist at large, but I'm losing weight. And welcome to Done Way Past Funny, where we look at the works of, seasoned comedians before they were seasoned. And this week's guest, I have with me the one and only Josh Dweh. What's up, Josh?
Hey, thank you for having me, GD. It's good seeing you.
My pleasure,
Hey, what's up, GD? It's good seeing you.
Yeah, it's my pleasure, man.
Sir.
Do me a favor, do yourself a favor, let the audience, do everybody a favor. Let the audience know a little bit about yourself, where you're from, how long you've been doing comedy, and how is it that I got you on the show? I'm just teasing. Wait a minute, why are you interviewing him? We never heard. No, so tell people about yourself, how long you've been doing comedy, and how they can keep track of you or stalk you on social media.
All right. Well, my name is Josh Dweh. I'm originally from Philly. I've been doing comedy for about 8 years. It's going to be officially 8 in December. Let's see. Social media. You can find me at Believe in Josh. GD got me with that. I was like, how did he get me here? But yeah, that's pretty much sums it up. Part-time drug dealer. No, I'm joking.
Part-time. That just means you don't have any health benefits. that's all part-time.
Well, medicinal, is marijuana. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, believe me, I know. Papa knows.
Hey man, dude, I wanted to say, man, I love the pattern that you got. Like they cross.
Oh, you mean the hair?
Yeah, your dreads.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, this is how it looks right after I get it done. Actually, this is my show do. When I actually do stand up, this is how my hair looks on stage for stand up.
Are you just fucking with me, GD, now?
No. Oh. Obviously, you've never looked at any of my shows on YouTube. Otherwise, you'd see that's how my hair looks on stage.
You're making me feel like a shitty friend, GD.
No. Believe me, I don't look at most people's work until they come on the show, and then I do a little research and I look up the stuff and prepare.
I mean, to be fair, that comment and prepare right there. Why you gotta throw the jab at me, bro? I feel prepared.
No. That's not a jab at you. That's just me. I prepare. You don't have to prepare. You know what you do. I take some people actually do. If I was actually doing if somebody were to do like a research project on me, I'd have to do some background because there's some things I'd have to I don't remember when I did that. I know I did it. I don't remember when. But we're not getting into that kind of detail. At least I don't think we are. If we do, and you can't, remember something, just budget. Nobody's gonna know unless nobody's gonna fact check you, except for maybe Heidi. She might go like, no, we were together for 9 years or whatever it is. What is it?
5, I want to say 2018. So yeah, 5.
Okay, all right. See, y'all survived COVID, which is good. A lot of young people can't survive COVID. A lot of young couples didn't survive COVID.
I feel like COVID was actually probably one of the best parts of our relationship and kind of made it stronger what it is today.
That's cool. That's good. See, a lot of people crash and burn. Mostly young people, mostly young people, and
Why
that's
do
because y'all everything y'all own is on your phone, and so you don't have to pack anything to leave. See, you don't have see. When, I mean, us older people, we had like albums and pictures and stuff, so we had to divide shit up. We couldn't just pack up and go. And
GD, you
nobody.
not that old though.
Oh, I'm in my 60s.
All right.
I'm in my 60s. I mean, I'm not going to say that's old or not. And I, matter of fact, I will go into about something said in your set. That's okay. Because nobody's watched the set, so I'm not bringing up anything about the set yet. So,
Okay. You about to roast me?
oh no, no, I don't roast. I don't roast. I everything I do is with love and kindness and hopefully because the purpose of the show is for experienced comedians such as ourselves to talk, but to
Yeah.
talk about things that the younger comedians haven't experienced yet.
Hmm.
So hopefully by the time they do see it, they say, okay, well, Josh talked about this. I
Right.
think I'm ready for this, or I've heard, at least I know this is out there, or
Hmm.
I know this is an option,
Yeah.
because there are a lot of young comedians out there who really shouldn't be comedians. Okay, they really shouldn't. They should maybe they could write.
Yeah.
Maybe they could write for somebody else, or maybe they could maybe they should be actors and not comedians. You know,
Yeah.
and maybe this is where they learn that they shouldn't be. You know,
Yeah, it's comedy has a lot of like layers to it. Some people could be or how about this? Even in stand up, right? You see great stand ups, but they're not necessarily good storytellers. Just great crowd
right?
working people, and vice
Yes,
versa. So many
yeah,
lanes.
yeah. I've seen comedians that are really good at crowd work, but their material itself sucks. you know. And on the other hand, I've seen comedians that are better with their material and their crowd work really sucks, but they won't give up the crowd work because their idol does crowd work. And so they're too determined to be like their idol instead of being who they are. And
Yeah.
they're selling themselves short because if you don't believe in yourself, why are you doing this?
Hmm.
If you can't put yourself out there and say, this is me, I'm going to do this, then just pack the shit up and get the fuck out because you
Yeah.
don't belong here. If you can't be yourself, get the fuck out. You're trying to be another Kevin Hart, which the world doesn't even need the first one, let
Damn.
alone the second one. I'm just saying. Don't be another someone else. Be your best self.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I like. That's what I like about you. You're trying to be your best self. I mean, it's not a very good self, but it's your best self.
Well, I thought you said you don't roast. Everything come
I
with
know,
love.
I know, I know, I know. Damn, but that's the problem with having somebody who's actually a friend that you're talking to.
Ew, bro, I knew it was coming out. Honestly, I'm happy you did that. All the nice stuff was making me feel weird. I was like, just
See,
2 days ago, he introduced me with this guy sucked a lot of dick in Hollywood, and now, what the fuck, GD? God damn.
uh, see, I that's my problem. That's my fault because see, I know you like Don Rickles and Paul Mooney, and I'm just trying to make you feel comfortable.
Hey, don't. How you gonna blame me for my harassment?
All right. So the clip that you sent, where was it recorded? Where and when was it recorded?
It was recorded at this spot called the Ground Floor. It was in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. It no longer exists. The building
But
got turned.
Pennsylvania's gone. Williamsburg's gone. It's about time because that place was a shithole. What did they replace it with? No, I'm just
I heard it
kidding.
was better than Florida.
No.
Nah, it's what's the thing called? The building is no longer called the ground floor, but
Okay.
it's now like a trampoline and gymnastic training ground.
Oh, okay. All right. So that place is gone. The ground floor is gone. And when was that? When was that done?
That set was done. I want to say October 2016.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, and where was so? I mean, not because with the ground floor. So, what was it? Was it like a showcase, an open mic? What was it?
Oh
How
man.
did you wind up being on stage doing comedy?
All right. It was just a whole weird thing. So like the school I went to, I got recruited there to like wrestle and all that stuff. And I was like underage in like college, so I was 17. And the
Okay.
reason why you need to know all this stuff is because it's all going to come together, right?
No, yeah, yeah.
So I fucking blew my knee out, and I wasn't able to wrestle anymore. And my dad was still in charge of like a lot of my stuff because I'm still a minor. I'm under 18, and he didn't think it was best for me to get like the surgery and stuff. So I was going to miss that season. I'm sitting in my friend like a car, and like we just sitting here. And at this point, I already tried comedy once, but that was just it, just to kind of get my feet wet or whatever. I'm just sitting in the car with my friend, and we were just talking about what we was going to do, like future and what I like to do. And I said I like to do comedy, and then he called my bluff, and he was like, "Well, I'm gonna find open mics for you and stuff like that." It was hard for him finding open mics because of me being a minor. So he found a place called the Ground Floor, which on Wednesdays, I think it was, they allowed like amateur talent mic.
Right.
So it was kind of weird for me because I'm performing to a lot of people that's still in high school. I'm not saying I'm an adult, but I'm definitely like aged out of that like mindset and stuff. And but it was cool. I had a lot of fun.
Okay. So now the the clip you said now, is there anything like missing from it because it was like a relatively short clip? So how long was the set, or did somebody forget to hit record?
No, that was it. I think.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I was just curious because it's like all right, because you've seen me. My introduction is like longer than most people's. Is longer than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So, but okay, that's cool.
Well,
So,
I mean, okay.
I was gonna say, so that was I guess, your second encounter with trying to do comedy,
Yes, but I want to say I always count it as my first because from
right?
there I never stopped.
Gotcha. I understand. Yeah, I got you. So, did how old were you then? Were you
17 still.
you're 17 still? So, what did 17-year-old Josh Dweh think comedy was? And what does what are you, 25 now? 40?
No, 24. Yeah.
24? And what does 24-year-old Josh Dweh think comedy is? You understand what I'm saying, or what I'm
Yeah.
asking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what did the 17-year-old Josh Dweh think comedy was?
17-year-old Josh Dweh thought comedy was way more prestigious than what it is. God honest truth, man. The other day I was watching a video of me when I was like 18 or whatnot, and I had a glow. I was smiling on stage. I had light in my eyes. It was like, yeah. Now, 24-year-old Joshua is just like, all right, we happy to make people laugh. That never gets old. That's fun. But all the drama and stuff you deal with, you just kind of like, all right, fuck this.
See, part of the reason I wanted you on the show is because you and I've been doing comedy roughly the same amount of time.
Mhm.
You're like around 8 years, but you started at 17 and I started at 54.
Mhm.
So there's like a big difference in like when you started comedy, your mindset, and like my mindset when I started comedy.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I just want like the contrast. That's it.
Mhm.
So when you when was your well, let me put this. I'm gonna run the clip. I'm gonna run
Okay.
the clip, and then on the other side we have some more. I'll have some more questions and stuff. All
All right.
right.
Sounds like a plan.
2-year-old freshman in college. Recently I've been feeling like the years really catch up on me, starting to feel older, like an old ass man now. And I reflect on the days like back in high school, and I started, ranking my teachers, because that's the type of word I am. And I got stuck on this one teacher, my French teacher. She was like really annoying. The way she looked just told you what kind of person she was. I used to wonder like who the fuck let a race dog teach the class. She was really a pit bull looking girl. And every day me and her would just be arguing. I just come in class and we just couldn't connect. We just couldn't see eye to eye because she was cock-eyed. And, you know, every day was just real combative. So one day she finally decided she had enough of my shit. So me and her go in class, same old, back and forth. And she was like, you know what, Josh? You say one more word, you get thrown out of my class. I said, well, shit, what's the magic word? So she's like, you got 3 seconds to get out. I said, you gonna count or I'm just saying and wait? She's like, 3. My smart ass said 2. And she was like, 1, hurry up and get out. So she threw my shit outside or whatever. And just as I was leaving, you know, I couldn't leave without getting the last word. So I was like, you know what? I hope you win your next race. The end.
The end.
Yeah.
That's it. I told my joke. That's it. The end. I'm done. You should keep it.
Well, it's also
I know you such like that now. The end.
Nah, it's I wish, right? I would never get paid again, but it's like, you know, when you're a new comic and they tell you go up there and shit, and like 1 minute feels like 10, you know? Yeah.
Well, I'm a long-winded person, so 1 minute feels like 10 seconds to me.
But early on, did it feel that way for you still?
Well, yeah, the once I got past the first lap, I was fine. My hardest part, to be honest, my first set was that because they told me it was supposed to be 5 minutes. And once I got on the stage in front of the people, some of the things I had rehearsed and thought didn't happen the way I thought they were going to happen. Mm-hmm. And so I did a little improv in there, but yeah, I was fine with the clock. You know, that doesn't bother me at all. No. Now I have, as far as the actual set goes, I have 3 issues. Okay, 3 issues with the actual set. Forgiving the fact that you were like a newbie. Okay, you were 17 years old, and you say I feel like an old ass man. Okay, all right. That's, I mean, as us old ass men. I don't like to hear that from a 30-year-old, but from a 17-year-old. You know, who are you hanging out with? Middle schoolers? I mean, what made you feel like an old man? Were you like dating a 12-year-old or 13-year-old or something? Stop. And you said that she was a racehorse-looking woman, and said that she looked like a pit bull. Okay.
Yeah.
Race dog. The quintessential race dog is the greyhound. So she can't look like a pit bull and look like a race dog, okay? Then she looks like a fighting dog, okay? And matter of fact, the more chewed up she is, the more like a fighting dog she looks. I'm just saying. See, that's just me. When to me, comedy is in the details.
Yep. No, you're right.
No. So if you were to tell that joke today, I mean, would you? Aside from the fact that you probably wouldn't do that. No, I'm just teasing. No.
Well, you know, it's gonna be in my like album and stuff. I've been ever since that point. I still been working on it. So
okay,
the point that is at now is so much better.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. I connected to today's society now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, are you still that kind of weird? You know,
maybe I don't know, because it's weird. Like as kids, you know what weird is. As adults now, it's just like, you know, everybody just doing their thing. So, you know, weirdos is weirdos.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I know. I've always felt out of place, and the 2 places I've felt the most calm or most like I belong there. Mm-hmm. One was that I was actually a show with a bunch of it was called the Weirdo Show. Okay. In DC. I actually felt like I belonged, like I could do whatever I could be myself, and that was fine. Another place was Venice, California. Wow. Have you ever seen the footage of the people in Venice? Yeah. Okay, I felt so at home that it was uncomfortable. Yeah,
Really?
and my buddy says, "Man, this place is like full of Glens." I said, "Yeah." I said, "It is weird, isn't it?" He goes, "Yeah." He says, "It is weird." He said, "You should live here." I said, "No, because if I live here, I won't stand out." I said, "I want to stand out. I can't live here because I'd just be another weirdo. So get me back to Baltimore where I stand out."
Dude, that's hilarious, bro. I think you should have definitely chose Venice.
Oh no, nah. And the cost of living in California is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the weather is not getting. The weather's getting worse.
Yeah, it is a lot of. First of all, you ain't getting no rain or water. You know how many times they ran out of water out there?
Yeah, but now they got so much in one time. You know what it's like? It's like you're in a desert and you have like one glass and you're like and you're just dying of thirst and dying of thirst and dying of thirst. And all of a sudden somebody comes along with a bucket and they pour the whole bucket in your glass. And when they're done, even though they gave you a bucket of water, you only have a glass of water to drink.
Yeah,
And that's what California is like right now. There's like this whole bucket just it's just they got a deluge, but it's
yeah,
gone so fast that they won't even get to use most of it.
yeah. But California's doing better than Ohio.
For many, well, Ohio is Ohio, and
Yeah,
I'm
you know.
not saying that because I haven't been booked there for a while either.
Hey, oh well, we already had that conversation, bro. You ain't missing much.
No, it's not the venues. It's actually the audiences. I like the audiences.
Yeah, but remember we had like the same issue with the same booker. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And I like the audiences, and the audiences like me. They deserve good comedy.
Mhm.
That's always why I'm saying I should be there. They deserve to have good comedians. I've seen what they've got. No, let me
Yeah.
stop.
Oh
Let
my
me.
god.
I'm guys, friends of mine in Ohio that are performing. I love you still. Okay, I have nothing but mad love for you.
I
You
see why
just
it's
suck.
called.
But no, I'm sorry. Huh?
I was gonna say I see why it's called done way past funny because we getting canceled after this shit, man.
No. Oh, so So that first set, did you actually sit down and like write your 1 minute, or did you decide you was going to vamp it? And since that was your first time up there, where did you practice, or did you practice it?
I didn't practice anywhere, and I did write it out to this day. Always write because I feel like I don't know. For me, that's where I feel like the value of the comedian lives, and like you're writing and stuff like that.
Right.
No knock against those who don't write and those who go off the cuff. I go off the cuff a lot too, but I still just value writing so much.
I don't know what they mean by off the cuff. I mean, when you say off the cuff, you mean like because you're not like making shit up as you go along, because you already know it.
Hmm.
So it's not like you. Well, I mean, I guess you could make up whole cloth shit like you would say, yeah, I was in a parking lot and 19 dogs attacked me. Okay, well, no, there were 19 dogs were gonna,
That'd be
but
weird.
yeah. So, and I guess I understand because I don't have. Yeah, well, I'm with you. I'm a writer. I mean, I can improvise, but
Mhm.
I'm with you. I believe in the preparation of it. So so the way you prepared yourself back then and the way you prepare yourself now, has that changed?
No,
Mentally.
I wouldn't say necessarily. It's just about the time and stuff. Now you got like, just when you get older, life just hits you. Got more responsibility, so you can't spend all day writing and rehearsing. I think that's the only cutback. But getting the material is still the same.
Now, because one of the things okay, like for example, I used to be superstitious when
Mhm.
I was superstitious. But anybody who's ever been an athlete, or you were a wrestler,
Yes, sir.
so you probably had some kind of routines that you did, and if you didn't do that routine, you would have sworn to God that you were going to lose because you didn't do something.
Yeah.
Like you weren't wearing the right underwear, or you weren't wearing your shirt wasn't tucked in the right way, or pulled out the right way, and that's going, and because of that, you're. So, did you bring any of those sports superstitions with you over to doing comedy?
Not necessarily sports superstitions because those dealt with wearing the same like underwear and socks, but uh, um, I have things I have to do as a to feel good as a comedian. Like I gotta walk, you know. I listen to music a little bit before every set, but nothing too. I think as stringent as like an athlete. Yeah. How about yourself?
What? I still got another question then. Now, if you don't get to do those one of those things,
Mhm.
or is there a tradition that you used to have that just got robbed from you, and you realize, well, okay, like you like to walk, but if you're late for a show and you don't have that time to walk, and you just have to, they're like, come on, Josh, you're next. No, you don't have the time to walk, or you don't have the time to listen to the
Yeah,
music. No, does that affect your set? And how long does it take you to recoup while you're up on the stage? Or at
and
what point are you on stage when it clicks in? It's like, okay, it's showtime. This is Josh. I'm Josh fucking Dweh. I'm funny. When's it kick in?
I mean, to me, I have a policy. It's all up to the audience. I said, I try my best and whatever, but I'll let the audience know it's up to you if this is a good show or not. You know, because it's like, yeah, if I gotta hurry up, get on stage, I'm gonna try my best. I should know my material at that point, you know, but I will try my best to deliver and bring the energy. But sometimes, man, like you just understand, like it's not up to you. Like some audience just shy to laugh. You just like, all right, here to get my money and we'll be done. You know?
To be young. No, let me stop.
Yeah.
and so what attracted you to Paul Mooney and I was gonna say Dom DeLuise, but it's not. It's Don Rickles. What attracted
Yeah.
you to them?
Uh, I like Paul Mooney because, you know, like Ron was talking about the other night, watching him on the Chappelle show, because like everybody, Chappelle show came on in 2003. So around that time, I was like 5. So it's like, that's like the first comedian that I really get a chance to see. But the way Chappelle always paid respect to Paul Mooney and his segments he had inspired me to like look into him more. And if you hear this dude's like the godfather of comedy, did this for Richard Pryor, whatever, obviously he's one of the best. So you want to learn about him, and just learning through his greatness is what led me to like love him and make him my favorite.
Okay.
You
And
know,
and, and Don Rickles?
yeah, with Don Rickles, man, because you know, growing up in Philly, everybody talks shit, and like you know, I used to sell bootleg movies, so you know, I always was quick with like hustling and stuff. So Don Rickles was the first comedian I saw, and I know this is weird saying this, but it's like, yo, he talking shit like he in the hood on the street corner, like just like me or some, you know. A lot of comedians are scared to attack because they're friends with everyone and all that stuff, but Don Rickles came at everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, it was like a badge of honor. If you were in the audience and he heckled you, that was stuff that you could tell your kids about for like. But now the difference is back then, if you yelled when like Don Rickles did it, the audience understood that they were the audience, that they
Mm-hmm.
were not the show.
Yeah.
And nowadays, the audience thinks they're part of the show.
Mm-hmm.
So it's harder to get away with it now.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking about the PC crap. That no, I'm just talking
No,
about the
it's
just
TikTok.
just the exchange where you pick on somebody and them accepting the fact that okay, that's part of the show, and them not trying to give it back to you.
Right. It goes. I think we're seeing a effect of like TikTok and all the clips. You know,
Yeah,
because I have been in audiences watching even some of my friends. You know, that's like performing, and they're like, "All right, guys, this is the portion of the show where you know I got to record clips. I'm gonna ask you guys a few questions. Feel free to chime in, and you know whatever, because all they want is that content for Instagram and TikTok, and it's just
right.
whatever."
Yeah, see, I don't give a crap about TikTok. Hi, I'm GD Fenderson, certified forensic humorist. Thank you for watching part 1 of our interview with Josh Dweh on Done Way Past Funny. Join us when we continue this interview on part 2. And when you come back, bring a friend.